This is a companion to the English translation of Social Anarchism and Organization. In this episode, Social Anarchism, Political and Social Engagement. To increase the likelihood of successful social movements with revolutionary potential, we must move away from subjective visions of a utopian future, because a truly egalitarian future will be the result of a new, popularly established way of life. That is to say, it will not be the successfully communicated, unique idea of a persuasive leader that brings about socialism. Building and supporting movements outside of pre-established political channels requires ideological principles that prevent co-optation by politicians and capitalist interests. In order to have revolutionary potential, popular movements must be situationally spontaneous, not generically directed from a centralized governing body. Therefore, there is a current need to evolve our organizing and mobilizing strategies away from campaigns that prop up leadership, because political power alone will not be sufficient to bring about the kind of societal transformation that is already necessary today. The history of political revolutions, in France and in Russia for example, can be seen as culminations of struggle brought about by historical circumstances. But there is a debate about whether these revolutions were political or social struggles, whether the resulting systems were power grabs by an opportunistic few, or a genuine popular response to conditions of inequality in daily life. Were these efforts to end exploitative systems, or were they efforts to put better leaders in power? A strictly political struggle occurs within the existing social order, with the aim of seizing control of society, not transforming it democratically. Within a political system, leaders are incentivized to tailor laws and policies to their own needs as a way of legitimating and guaranteeing their positions of power. By contrast, social struggle takes place outside of the state or other officially sanctioned outlets. This is a fundamental difference between a popular revolution of the people and a political revolution of a centralized leadership. Revolutionary social movements cannot grow in an environment of ideological purity. So creating purity tests for a mass movement will never be an effective organizing strategy. Real people have material needs, and political indoctrination alone does not satisfy them. Unlike ideology, which abstracts material conditions and infinitely splits itself up into various interpretations, needs are more common precisely because they are undeniable features of shared daily existence. Having our needs met provides the stable context for the rest of social life to occur. Social anarchist ideology must differentiate between directing mass movements and influencing them. The influence of anarchism should aim to promote and never weaken popular power. This libertarian influence could take the form of education, debate, strategy and methodology, mobilization, etc. And its effectiveness should not threaten the movement, but rather strengthen both the individuals and the ideology which give the movement its force. Ideologically, social anarchist politics and organizing must become more specific and distinct, because this helps to make connections between current needs and long-term objectives. Still, the ideology cannot be allowed to morph into a hard line that predetermines our actions and categorizes the exploited classes into ineffective and adversarial subgroups. The evolving understanding of current conditions and how to strategically respond to them results from this connection between theory and practice. Revolutionaries learn through experimentation and experience and improve their efforts through rigorous reflection on their actions.